boy, you better get your ass from off my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever beat on my goddamn door like that. Go. Okay.
Sit back.
We're gonna run that one more time. All right. Let me see if I do a sound test. Can y'all hear me good? I know this is a late night or somewhat evening edition here on the Chaos Rain channel. And let me go and do this 1 second, guys. Let me turn down some things. Bear with me. All right. I'm just clear up some things. I might soon get some cool breeze in here soon. Cause you know it's about to get seriously hot in the next week or so, possibly. But time will tell. Let me see what's on the menu. But before I give everything, welcome to those that's new to the Chaos Rain channel and those that will eventually be new to the channel. Welcome. As you know, I go by the name Chaos Rain here, the one and only. And today, before I go in, one thing I do want to say is this. As you know, I do have a podcasting. I do broadcast on podcasting, Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Google Play, etc. And the funny thing, I don't really talk much about it because I know most people, they come on this platform for more of the visual side of things, which nothing's wrong with the visuals, but you know me, I'm always a podcaster before anything else. Now, in time, I will do some visuals and turn on the camera. I'm not sure. I had to see the scope and the atmosphere of the growth and how the channel is going to really determine that. My thing is this, that like anything, you always gotta be consistent if you're going to do any content, either here on YouTube or any other media outlets. I had a conversation with Shatter, and he told me some other platforms to explore, not many but a few, and I gave him some pointers as well to look into as well. But normally right now, most of my content now is most roughly here on YouTube as it stands for now. And hold on, what's this? Hold on, let me stop this because this is getting annoying. I don't want this all over here. So let me cut this off. All right. Also, I will recommend y'all to follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. As you know, Twitter is my small little thing that I might post here. It might be the show or some other tweets if I entertain Twitter, but nonetheless, I have a Twitter account. So follow me on Twitter. I might put it as some conversation or I open up. I'll put those links in the chat room for those to get access to. Also, Discord link. I have Discord as well. Follow me, join my Discord service. You can post, have conversation with me about anything. I'm willing to hear the conversation. I'm really open mind. I'm like an open book on Discord as well. I don't go on it too much because I want to build Discord up to a degree before I start really taking it more harder on Discord, because I have so many other things that I have to really get done that my time is occupied, people, to let y'all know. So Discord is in the About section. If you have trouble joining Discord, please leave it in the chat in the comment sections of every video, and I will look into it. Also, you can follow me and add me on Facebook as well. I go by name Eric Rain on Facebook as well. And on Facebook, I'm actually a little bit more broader on Facebook. As you know, I have no how can I say, no filters on Facebook to a degree, depending on the subject matter. But you could add me as a friend, and also on Facebook as well. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm just looking at some things right now. And, you know, as the words being said out here. Oh, man. So I'm looking at, the chat room's getting very unique out here. I see it's getting very much, well, actually, I'm looking at another platform, people, so don't mind me. I'm exploring things. But nonetheless, the show must and it will go on. And always make sure you like the stream as well. All right. So what's the title for today's stream? Title: Where are the black male businesses? Now, why I title this "Where are the black male businesses"? As y'all know, we've been here now for roughly the last 2 years since we're under this so-called situation. As y'all know, you know what I'm talking about. Since 2020, that we've been hearing that a lot of females have been dabbling with entrepreneurship to the point that they're starting to grow black business, or the rising of so-called, as that said, black-owned business. But we all know throughout Western / European / American history, it is not some form for us as people to start our own business or be our own entrepreneurs. If people think that because you don't see it in your neighborhood, it does not exist, that is bullshit, unfortunately. I mean, I've been around certain entrepreneurs personally, and they do exist. There are black male businesses, whether they're strong, weak, or very much well known. They do exist, but it comes to us, or to a lot of few people that's not been traveling or go outside their regular homes and step outside. They will not know about it because they stay in their house like mice, or like gerbils, whatever you want to call it. You're domesticated when you're in your household. You don't go out and explore your environment, so you don't really ask questions. You don't. Matter of fact, I conclude that there's a majority of black people that be on social media and YouTube. Well, I live in predominantly suburb communities that's predominantly non-black, white. So when we hear about black-owned business, especially in our minds, we think that it does not exist because we live around white folks. And it is what it is. I'm not gonna hold no shades to it, but I gotta keep it real with most of y'all. You know, make sure y'all hit the like button too as y'all come in. And salute to Alonzo Hall, as though he's an entrepreneur up in the New England area. I think he's in New Haven right now. And we're gonna look at an article, maybe two, depending what I could find. I found one article particularly, and I remember Mr. Johnson did this a few months ago. And they always draw the myth that a lot of black males are not only underperforming, but they're not really making no business. They're not making no moves and etc. And I had to say, ladies, that's false. And much as I want to believe it and think that most of these dudes sitting home playing PlayStation all day or Xbox or some old console and sit on the ass and eat up all your children's food, that's not the case for every black man out here. Black men out here, whether they got criminal records or clean records, are actually getting out here, unfortunately. As we won't see it because we want to keep this lie going to make us feel better that we don't have to do better as a people, especially ladies. You don't want to do better because you don't think the black man is doing better. So why do better? You could stay in your ratchet ways, you know, jump up, gyrate, deep throat, get your throat beat out by, you know, a man's member, you know what I'm saying, and sit on cock and ride and, you know, all these things. And mind you, it's kind of cool. Some nice things y'all do when y'all ride cock. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, let me get ahead of myself. Make sure I like the stream, guys. I'm looking right now. You know. Okay. I'm trying to find the article here. And as I find the article, please always share this. And if you want to be if you want the link to, matter of fact, I might put it anyway, just to see who's going to probably entertain us. But I'll drop it in a little bit. But let me go and find this article, and we're going to read this article here. Sharing is caring. And here we go. We're going to look at some things. Close this. All right. U.S. facts. And this is an interesting one. I'm going to read it in front of y'all. This was published August the 13th, 2029, 12 a.m. Update February 11th, 2021. So this has now been roughly a year old now. And it shows title, a higher share of Black-owned businesses are women-owned than non-Black businesses. Let's look at this. August is Black Business Month, a designation that begins in 2004, roughly now 18 years ago, to bring attention to Black-owned business in the United States. Now, before I continue, this is going to be boring for those that's going to listen to the stream. I don't give a fuck at this point. We got to really look at the information ahead and really dissect it, examine it, and really these talking points. We have to be serious here. And I am going to take this serious here. Let's continue. The U.S. Census Bureau has conducted many surveys documenting business ownership and the self-employed. While the survey shows Black Americans form a disproportionately small share of these groups, there are aspects of entrepreneurship that are unique to the racial group. The agency's most recent count of business in 2018 annual business survey, ABS, found that Black or African American owned 1,024,004 employers business. Firms with at least one paid employee. In 2017, this accounts for 2.2% of the 5.7 million employers business in the United States. Now, one thing I do want to share, and I'm not sure if I can show. Can I show? I'll show it when I finish reading. I hope you're familiar with the book called The Black Tax and the Cost of Being Black in America. I had Mr. Sean Rochester as my guest back in, I believe, 2019 or 2020. And he went in on the little short details of this book, which I advocate every person should have this in their library for not only themselves, but for their own children. You must understand why there's such thing as taxation and why you as a Black person in this country tax the most. And you must understand and know that taxation is the greatest robber of wealth. Yes, it is the greatest robber of wealth. It's something that we never really understand why this country tax non-whites than everybody else, because we spend and give our money back to systems. And because of this, that it's going to determine factor if you're going to keep any form of partial wealth in your neighborhoods, in your cities where you reside. And when they talk about the Black wealth going to be eat up, gone, or clear up, or wherever in the next 20 something years, because if I do my math, where's my phone? Because let's look at the math. I'm going to calculate it now, because I like to see numbers. If we saying by 2053 subtracted by 2020, in the next 31 years to this day, Black people in America as a whole said have no formal spending power or any wealth in this country. That's next 31 years from now. Now, I'm not sure if there has to be an emphasis of a call to action or a serious political agenda to really push back this. Because let's be honest, that is grounds for deletion. And that is a deadly sign, a warning sign to all blacks. That if we do not get this financial in order, we potentially as a whole will possibly and maybe go broke as a collective as a whole in the United States. Possibly. I'm not saying it's absolute, but it's a possibility. And we got to be clear that, you know, these are doomsday talking points and these are things that it doesn't bother anyone else that's doing fair. We like to look at ourselves as a whole and set ourselves as individuals. Because as you know, individuality breeds contempt, stagnation, and easy to be picked off by other groups of people. So let's keep going on with the article. If you like the stream, please hit the like button, share the stream. And if you're in the building watching, please interact, say something, chat. The chat is free, likes free, and shares free. I will read as I go along this article. 19% of all employee-based business were female-led, but 36.1% of all black-owned business were headed by women. When compared, women-owned businesses of all racial categories, black, non-Hispanic women have the highest percentage of ownership compared with men in their racial category. Let's read that again. When compared, women-owned business of all racial categories. It did not say just black women. They said all groups of women, including Asian, white women, and Spanish women, which are white. And we could say Indian women too if we want to go there, but that's another story. Have the highest percentage of ownership compared with men in their racial category. Now, I'm not sure if anybody read this or looked at this article, and I might put this in the description during this video. But we always hear that it's only women that's in our group doing more and stuff, and the men only are not doing well. But it looks to me that that is her false equivalent. You know, it makes me think about these back and forths and this battle of sexes that I'm going to tell you personally, people, this is all for clickbait and money. If you're not talking about the opposite sex, you're not getting no traction, no money, or any super chats or cash apps, which is wonderful, but it's not sustainable in the long run. As much as I will tell you it is, it's not. But I know why people entertain and watch it, because they need something to, how can I say it, get by for their lack of productivity, their lack of drive, motivation, their mental illness, if I do say so myself. But let's keep going. 36% of non-Hispanic black-owned business are owned by women. Women ownership shares a business group by racial and ethnical identity owners. Let's go down the list as we see this nice, beautiful pie chart. Black, non-Hispanic, roughly 36.1%, as it shows here. Black, including Hispanic, 35.8%. American Indian, Alaska Native, 33%. Asian, 27.1%. Hispanic, which is white, but like to separate it, but they're white nonetheless, 24.2%. White, including Hispanics, 19.7%. All, 19.7%. White and non-Hispanic, 19.6%. Now, mind you, this graph is showing women ownership shares of business groups by racial and ethnic identity owners. Let's go on. And I always ask this question, and maybe I was not clear to ask this to the ladies, but I might have to start doing now. That when they talk about women are the rising, largest growing in starting black-owned business, I should always ask this question and hope to get a logic answer. What business do women create that society really needs? That's control that's needed. That would be my first question. And my only question. If you can give me an honest answer with not only what it is, but some articles here and there, data will be allowed for this to answer this question. I need at least 3 or 4 links to back up these claims to the question I asked. And I'm not going to repeat the question because I already said it. You must go back to replay this video. All right. Black-owned business are concentrated in 3 sectors. Healthcare and social assistance business comprise 11.4% of all employer business. The sector made up 32% of black-owned business. Of these, 53%, 21,321 were laid by women. 13% of black-owned business, 16,392 were in professional, scientific, and technical service. Here's the number swipe of 62% were male-led. Okay, that's important to know. Lastly, business in the administrative and support and waste management sector comprise 8.2% of black-owned business, 10,136. Black ownership of employers' business have increased since 2002. In 2002, there were 94,518 black-owned businesses, with employees that increased to 124,000 in 2017. Up to 31.2% for comparison, a black population increase 16.7% during that period. And we're going to pause for a quick look up and recap. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this. And make sure you leave a comment at the end of this video, or you can leave a comment directly in the chat room while the stream is living. Okay. Let's look. Hold on. All right. In 2007 of 2012, survey of business owners, predecessors of the ABS, also include data of business that did not have employee between 2007 and 2012. These black-owned business grew from 1.8 million to 2.5 million, an increase of 36.6%. There is no equivalent business data for 2017. Now, this is a span of 5 years, 2007 to 2012. A 2018 census report of the self-employed population, people who do not work for an incorporated business, found that 5% or 852,000 of 17.2 black Americans working were self-employed. Self-employed people made up 9.6% of the total working population. Because if you got no job, you're going to be working with somebody. Or if you work a job, you work for somebody anyway. But if you're not, you're most likely going to work for yourself. Black Americans make up a disproportionately smaller share of traditional business owners and the self-employed workers than the population overall. While the economics effects of the pandemic on black entrepreneurs isn't clear yet, it will be worth watching how it may shift trends in business ownership going forward. And it has. And you know what it did? It destroyed a whole lot of black business. And me saying that is because I've seen it. Now there's self-employed one. I'm not sure I can see this. I'm scanning this. And this one looks so interesting. Let me go back. I'm not think I'm gonna go through this. Well, actually, all right, we'll go back. Okay, so that's the end of this article. Let me see if anything else to click on here. Let me see what this is. All right, link don't work. All right. Annual business survey, ABS survey. Non-employee statistic demographics. Suspect released new data on minority-owned, veteran-owned, and women-owned business, which is showing here. And we're looking here. Okay. I'm scanning through this, guys, because I'm trying to find something. All right, I think that's in this article. They're showing some other reports. So, all right, what's good, everybody? Magnegros, I can see you here. Let me refresh my page. See who's in the chat room now. All right, so let me I'll drop the link for anybody to have any other things to bring to this subject matter. One other thing I do want to say, because I'm probably gonna look up another article. Let's look up in Google the number of Black male businesses in the United States. We're gonna use the 2020. And this one's a business demographics. Wait, before I click on this, how many Black-owned businesses are in the United States? Right now, it says roughly 134,000. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna scan through before I share this, guys, because usually I look at what this is. Let me go back. Let's look at Black business demographics by Zipa. Let me see how long this is. Oh, interesting. All right, we'll share this one. Why not? I'll probably put this as a link, share this as well. And if y'all want to join, links in the chat room. I'll look at it periodically because I am looking for these articles. Here's another one. Business owner demographics and statistics in the United States. And when was this? Can't tell the date of this. But we'll read it anyway. Let's read along, shall we, people? Research summary used a database of 30 million profile. Zipa estimates demographics of statistics for business owners in the United States. Our estimates are verified against BLS census and current job openings data for accuracy. After extensive research and analysis, Zipa data science teams found that there are over 734,842 business owners currently employed in the United States. 48.6% of all business owners are women, while 51.4% are men. The average age of employed business owners is 44 years old. So you're not going to have a person that's not gonna really establish his own business or start certain journeys that he reached of 40, which really is right on the mark if you're a black person. And why I say is because if you look at most people I know that started to work for themselves, if I can remember, I think Mumia Asini Ali worked as a tradesman for 22 years at the age of 18 till he was roughly 42 years old. So that's a span of, roughly 22 years. And in that 22 years, he had to stop because of a serious accident, if you follow his story. And he was at the age right now where most black men, or what they say, age of black business owners, that's the mark where if you're not really starting your entrepreneur journey and trying to really establish your own little business, that will be the benchmark age to start. Now, this is not always obvious because some people start their entrepreneur journey a little early, maybe around their 30s, possibly, and maybe as early as in their mid 20s. But normally, around the 40-year range is usually the sweet spot where most, if you're black, man and woman, that will be the time to really start to venture, to really start having some of your own and start establishing either a small business or create your own black business or some business. I remember like Tyron Thompson always said that it's always a good idea to create a black-owned business. Now, what's wrong with that? I know Amiri started his journey roughly before turning 40. I think it was 39. I might have to ask him. Let me call him. Matter of fact, I'll call him later because I want to go for this article so that way I can get through as possible. Okay, where's my thing? Most common ethnicities of business owners is white, which is most business owners white at 7.8%, followed by Hispanic or Latino 14.4%, and Asia 6.2%. The majority of business owners are mostly in demand in San Antonio, Texas. Business owners are paid an average annual salary of $83,147. The multi-factoring industry is the highest paying for business owners. San Francisco, California pays an annual average wage of $100,680,969. The highest in the U.S. business owner average starting salary is $45K. That's the average, which roughly what's the average a black man makes in this country? Roughly $40K. But business owners' average salary, starting salary, is $45K. So what we see here is look like we're on point here. So average is average. This is average money in America. Now, we can go into politics of the money, which in my opinion, 40K is small money. If you by yourself, you could probably get by. With a family, that depends on what state you're in. Some people say you can't get by with that in any state in the United States, which is a possibility because of inflation. But if you're able to budget and able to squeeze that money and really budget properly, you could get by. And the problem is behind the poverty line today, most Americans, because it's the average, they're not even making average money out from what I'm hearing. Some are making below average money, which is around under 30K. So it makes me wonder, what's the deal here? What's going on? Is somebody lying to us? Because we know certain politicians back in the day did lie. Yeah, they did. But it's obvious because the guy keeps selling you a dream, an illusion. Let's keep going. Oh, before we keep going, let me check my studio. Okay. All right, no one's in the studio. So where am I? Okay, in 2021, women earn 85% of what men earn. The top 10% highest paid business owners earn as much as 151,000 or more. 10% of all business owners are LGBT. Okay, that's a small percentage. New Mexico is the best state for business owners to live. Now, why so? Because I would say it's the tax law. Because anytime I say it's the best state, in my mind, and it comes to the back of my head, is you don't pay much taxes in certain states. That's why they refer to go to certain states that's, maybe rural like New Mexico, and is not much of an issue of living expense and stuff over there. So business owners are more likely to work at private companies in comparison to public companies. Business owner statistics by gender. Among business owners, 40.6% of them are women, compared to 51%, which are men. And we're not going to job title. Males, females. Business owner by gender. Percentage males, which is still going to be high, because men are mostly ones creating the business, and women are almost roughly catching up. Business owners gender over time. This data shows how men and women predominantly in business ownership position over time. Males, as you can tell from the green, females over the blue. See a difference? Males, it goes up to roughly, they said 48% and 51% is neck and neck. So you can see, so it's climbing. Now, we never understand why is this trend climbing. As I'm looking backwards since 2010. And I think the reason why is because two reasons. Now, mind you, this is not going by, I don't know if this is going by race per se, but this is what pulled up on Google. I think the reason why that is because most men, either they want to take a more safer position, meaning they were at work for somebody and get that instant paycheck, depending on what job they're doing. If it's a dangerous job or some job that's in high demand, like the tech, like IT, engineering and stuff, most likely you're going to be working for somebody, unless you're working and establish the corporation by yourself. Most men are taking the safe route, like women, and work for somebody else, and not really taking a chance. Personally, that's why I see that the trend starts to, women start to catch up. Now, mind you, we gotta keep in mind, selling your body and selling your pussy is also a form of business. Yes. Are y'all familiar with OnlyFans? When women could bust it wide open for a few subscriptions, which is roughly the average subscription is $4.99 a month or $4.99 a week or whatever, to see a woman do something strange for a piece of change. That's another indicator of the slight growth, because women got it easy. If they sell their body, they'll make a whole lot of money. And mind you, not every woman is going to be successful selling their body and their pussy. As much as y'all don't want to hear it, that sounds so rugged, but I'm keeping it real with y'all. Not everybody could get away and sell their body. And the reason why, because in that field of business, it's a beauty factor. You gotta look good, look presentable. You gotta have the right people per se. And let's be honest, if you don't got certain things in your body, you're gonna spend money to get it done so you can attract the eyes of men. Because men do like to see nice body. Majority of them, they want to see really a nice slim body most of the time, with it big behind and big large breasts. But that's another story. All right. Business owners by gender by year. And it goes again in more detail than what you see in the skew bar graph. As you see, it starts to, as years pass, it starts to grow a little bit, and it starts to fluctuate between year 2014 up to 2016, I believe. And here's a ratio of job titles, gender percentage varies, as you can see. District commercial surrendering and street superintendents have the biggest difference in gender. All right, and here's another one here. District commercial superintendent, street superintendent, general superintendent, business owner, salon manager, managed stylist, administrative assistant, etc. Hold on. And we're going further. And these are applications. We'll go back. Now, business owner statistics by race. Now, this is the important one. The most common ethnicity among business owners is whites, which make up 70.8% of business owners comprised, but there are 14.4% of the Hispanics or Latino ethnicity and 6.2% of the Asian ethnicity. Now, we always say that Asians were running more business, but it looks like from this little business owner statistic, that don't seem like that's the case. I'm not sure why these dudes keep harping that Asians are establishing a lot of business. So if they're establishing more business, I should be seeing them have more of a catch-up percentage up to white males than everybody else. But it seemed to me that they're only 6.2% of the Asian ethnicity. And let me reach out to Mr. Gray, because he's more, in business, and he's more expertise a lot of his information.
Yo.
Yeah, what's good, Sir? What's good, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the air right now on YouTube. I have a question for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you know what's the percentage of business owners statistics by race by the Asians? What's the percentage? Do you know off head?
No, but
I can tell you, because I'm streaming right now. I'm looking at this article I pulled up. You know, they only comprise 6.2% of business owners statistics by race. It's small, 6.2% out of 70.8% of whites that are business owners.
What was the percentage again?
It says that the most common ethnicity among business owners is whites, which make up 70.8% of all business owners. Comprised to there are 14.4% of Hispanics or Latino ethnicity and 6.2% of the Asian ethnicity. I just want that to sink in, really. They said these Asian people were on a whole lot of business in America than everybody else. Isn't that what they was running around their mouth saying?
Yeah.
So why the fuck did I see on 6.2%? And they're the smallest of the population. Shouldn't they be on more business since they're in the entrepreneur than everybody else?
No, they should be owning less.
But you see, they're harping, bro, that they are establishing more business than everybody else, including us. That's the rhetoric, right? This is not look. They're not Googling and look up these articles. Now I'm not sure how old this is, but this is not probably too old. What I'm reading, but I just discovered this. And here it says Black or African Americans, we only got 6.26%. What's going on here?
Well, it's called immigrant preference.
That's what it is. I'm sorry, people. I know that I had to come talking to Shrewd and y'all listening. I just had to bring it here because there's a certain narrative being pushed around certain sectors of social media and YouTube that I hear these Asians doing a whole lot good. They're doing a lot. But
So you gotta remember, man, like the 6% that the Black Americans have, let's believe they didn't get no kind of preference. They had to compete for the same loan.
Yep.
They're more than likely paying a higher business insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Versus, say, Asians, and like African foreign nationals, and even Hispanics. I mean, they regularly have their hand out to the government, bailouts, DACA, immigration is really a parasite on the belly of America, and you're seeing the result of that shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if they really produce? Because if immigrants are really producing as much as they claim that they produce, you wouldn't constantly be needing stimulus, would you?
No, because you already got the money. You're getting it through the ground. You're getting by your bootstraps, right? You came in with nothing, right?
The last I checked, right?
Yeah.
Whites got stimulus, Hispanics got stimulus, Asians got stimulus, Blacks got stimulus.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is that Blacks is not getting, say, the immigrant / refugee aid and assistance reform to get access to money for a house, a business, a car, education. Most of which are really grant programs. Now, name me a Black business owner, right?
Yeah.
They got access to that grant program that the immigrants get.
Interesting. Yeah.
And when it comes to being really conservative, like the real conservatives are the great American Negroes. Look, the Black American is the only demographic group that has ever had to pull itself up by its own bootstraps.
Yep.
Hispanics didn't have to do that. Whites didn't have to do that. Asians didn't have to do that. Not even the African foreign nationals had to do that.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, man. It's keeping setting the illusion that Black people in America, ADOS, foreign Blacks, are just fucking lazy. They don't want to work. They want to do nothing. They want to take handouts, if there's such a thing. And that's it. But it doesn't show that. And makes one say the narrative has to keep pushing because it makes other people feel comfortable with our mediocrity and our lack of productivity, if there is such a thing of that. Anyway, let me keep going. Unknown is 2.1%. American Indians and Alaska Natives are 0.5%, which they have casinos. We want to keep it 100. Going down, business owners, race, and ethnicity over time. Using the Census Bureau data, we found out how the percentage of each ethnic category trends between 2010 and 2019 among business owners. Whites, Asians, Hispanics, and Black. Different colors. And it shows us the same thing. It shows us at around under 10% from the line. And business owners race by year. same thing. Black 6.30% from 2010 all the way down, and for some reason it starts to decline around 2013 a little bit, and it goes back to 6.47, the highest in 2016. Yeah, so the highest was 6 years ago. Everything else we roughly around touching 6%. Well, other race of people.
And then to talk about like business owners, like really, that is such a broad thing, because one, you have to determine what types of business.
Yeah, that's why I want to know what type of business. Not that mom and pop, but what type of business. You know?
And all of these businesses getting access to the same types of grants that, say, major corporations are getting.
Yeah.
With the ability to employ.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm concerned, there's only one black-owned business that we know of that actually employs more than 500 people.
And which one is that?
TV1.
TV1? Oh. Okay. Okay. I see. Interesting. Okay.
And when I say employee, I'm talking about competitive wage and salary.
Okay. Oh, here's another one. Business owners' wage gap by race. Asian business owners have the highest average salary compared to other ethnicities. Blacks or African American business owners have the lowest salary by 62,260. We all know why that's so low. Come look at here. Asians roughly 75K. Unknown, which I'm not sure what they mean by unknown. That could be vary. 72K. Whites roughly 71K. Hispanics, it says 66K. I'm more familiar to know what is unknown. Look like somebody's making money off the grid or something. That's a little funny, but let's keep going now. An average age of All right, I'm back, guys. Okay, to prevent this, let me do this because for some reason I have an issue. I'm probably gonna pull up myself, but I'm muting myself, so all right, perfect. Okay, let's continue, guys. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, yes. Let me share this. As we continue on, average age of business owners, so you can see here, roughly 46 for males, females 44. So roughly before you turn 50, you're gonna start looking to establish your own business owner. And as you know, the trend goes down. Whites 45. So really, truly, the 40s is the sweet spot for most people that wants to, entertain entrepreneurship per se. So let me plug this in. Let me go down. Let me see what's anything else. And there's more breakdown of the age. Roughly, I say 40 something. Usually, as you get older, you're more likely to want to establish your own business. And here, the type of business owner's degree level, the most common degree or business owner is bachelor's degree, 50%, and business owners earn that degree. A close second are associate degrees with 21% and round it off by high school diplomas with 10%. So, and like I said, links in the chat room, guys. I'm gonna hold on. Let me do this. I gotta see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see from my end. But anyway, let's keep going. Types of business: bachelor's 52%, associates 21%, high school diploma 10%, master's 9%, other degrees, so on. And the wage gap varies as well. I mean, as you know, you get master's, doctor, you'll make more money, obviously. And public, private, government, these are the type of business, mostly private, which is usually 69% business owners. I'll leave this link. Oh, there's more. Okay, retail, business owner job by industry, retail, the highest 13%, Fortune 500, 11%, manufacturing 10%, professional 9%, and it goes downhill for all others. And unemployment rate, as you know, declines, etc. I'm gonna stop looking at this because Cerulean gave me another site to look at. So let's look at that now. And here's the states here. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing this. And I'm going to pull up one more thing on the text. I'm gonna share this now so I can read this to y'all. And make sure y'all like the video. I know I had some interruptions. Don't worry, I'll timestamp this for those after it reaches a certain amount of videos, views and stuff, likes. I will probably timestamp it. Okay, I send it to myself. Okay, so let's look at it now. Let me refresh. All right. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. Okay, the volume stopped. Good. All right, so let's look into this now. And this will probably be the last article before I conclude this. Oh, okay. This is a more broader one. All right, so we're going to look at this. This is the last one. I'm going to probably put this in the description for those to look at. Share screen. And the link to join is in the chat room. So let y'all know. The final one. United Census Bureau released new data on business owners' demographics. This was December 21st, 2021. All right. On December 16, the U.S. Census Bureau released in 2018 non-employee statistics by demographics, NESD. A data program provides annual estimates of the number and receipts of non-employers business owners by race, ethnicity, sex, and veteran statistics. NESD is partially funded by the Office of Advocacy, an independent office within the U.S. Small Business Administration. The NSD database spotlight unemployed, which are business without employees. The data sets illustrates how different groups fare in an important type of entrepreneurship. While much has changed since 2018, this annual release date is an important benchmark by tracking impacts of the C-19 pandemic and different owner demographics. Tables for the NSD data program organized by owners characterize sales, size of firms, and legal forms of organization can be found on the census site here. Additional, the NSD data series offers both industrial detail and state and metro area breakdowns. For advocacy, research on business owners, demographics, and other issues, please visit the office or advocacy website, sorry. And then, let's look at it. All firms, employers, and non-employment by owner tips of 2018. As you can see here, total females, males, Hispanic, whites, blacks, African Americans, American Indians, Alaskan Natives, Asians, Native Hawaiians, minorities, veterans, classifiable, unclassifiable, etc. Let's look at the numbers, people. Total numbers, 32,212,142. Total sales in the billions, 39 and 698 billion. It says total sales in billions. Non-employed shares of firms, 82.2%. Non-employment shares of sales, 3.3%. Females, 12 million and 410. Total sales, 2 billion and 77. Roughly 90%. Non-employment shares firms, 14.4%. Males, 17,796,959. Total sales, 12 billion and 0.6. Now it says thousands, but it says by sales. But we'll go by what it says here for now. That's 80.4%. What else? 6.8% of non-employment shares of non-employee shares of sales. So a male is a little bit higher than women, but it's expected, especially if they're married. Obviously, males gonna make more money over time anyway. Hispanic, 4,228,000. Total sales per billion, less than 600. Non-employment shares of firm, 92.2%, which I find odd Okay. Non-employment shares on sales, 24%. Whites, 25,219,000. Total sales by billions, 14,309. Non-employment shares, 81.1%. Unemployment shares by sales, 7%. Black and African Americans, roughly 3,239,551. Total sales by billions, 201. Non-employment shares, 96.2%, which is a lot. And non-employment shares on sales, 36.2%. American Indian, Alaskans, 113,000. We're not going to all the other stuff. Asians, 2,651,835. Total sales, 965. Non-employment, 78%. Non-employment shares on sale, 10%, or roughly almost 11%. Minorities, veterans, as you know, not minorities is 9,709,000. Veterans, 1,743,000. I'm not going to the rest. They're like roughly 89 on firm sales, non-employment, and non-employment 17.6 between the two, and unclassified. So these are links. Those are the links, people. I'll put that in the description. Oh, wow. Wow. That was a lot of information, guys. A whole lot of information to digest, personally, in my opinion. There are black still business males. I think going through this article and that article, obviously, men do make more money. We all know that. And there are black men that are established their own business. But the one thing I want y'all to take out of the stream is knowing that the ladies are slowly creeping up. And I can say it's for all demographics, personally. In regards, our group is a little different because from what I'm seeing, it looks like that black men that could get employment, find employment, etc., they rather take the more secure route in regards to them doing more dangerous jobs or jobs that really is neat with their hands or their thinking, mostly IT, engineering, things that, you know, we're more builders, that you'll see more black males flock to. And the funny thing, going through all this data and information, if y'all didn't really notice, is that you don't see anything in regards to sports, entertainment, etc., in regards to entrepreneurship. Have y'all noticed that? I have. I totally have noticed that. And the reason why I've noticed that is because, personally, in my opinion, that is not considered business. It's not a business, unfortunately. Oh, what's this? How you doing, Oakland Raiders? How you doing? I can't see the chat right now because for some reason, something happened. So if I see y'all comments, I'm looking at it now. You know, if you want to join the links in the chat room. Let me see if I can get my good friend Amiri Browner on the line. Let him know what I discovered. And then I'm going to call us a day. What's good, Amiri?
What's up?
What's good? You know, I'm on the air right now, man. Hey, I'm on the air right now with you. We're on the air.
Oh, okay.
You know what I discovered, bro? You know, these dudes were talking about how the Asians were doing so well, so good, right? I was looking at some articles, and oh damn, bro, you cooking? I can hear your background. I was scratching.
Yeah, I know. I was opening something up. Go ahead.
I've noticed. Let me see, let me pull up again because I want to refresh myself. It says here on one of the Zippy articles, Business Bureau of Ownership and Business stuff. You know how much percentage age comprise of business ownership? You know, percentage 6%.
Okay.
The highest is European men, white men, at 70%. And this is on a statistic by race. Now, Serena gave me another data that I will post in the description of the stream. But I mean, hearing that they said these Asians like they were doing something special, that they were owning a lot more business than people in America. How is somebody owning more business and it's only roughly only 6%? And whites right now are 7%, 0.8. Latinos 14%. You know where we stand as black people in America? In that 6%. So now, regardless if this, I'll be honest, this stat is possibly maybe old, but they probably update a little bit, not much. But to show, say, where is the comparison? Where is the emphasis? I gotta ask these people. They gotta show some data, bro. They're gonna have to now show some fucking data because this is not making sense. If I Google a simple search, bro, and the first I find this, and I click this, and I look at this, the math don't make sense.
Right.
It should be them at roughly mostly close to 7%, and every other race, including white, should be either slightly behind or an inch higher. 6% is nowhere close to 7%.
Right.
So, like I said, Mary, gotta start questioning these brothers. They're talking out their fucking mouth. In my opinion, they're talking out their mouth. But that's something I just want to share. This for food for thought. I'm saying this was a really good stream that I know most of that will go back to this. I'm hoping I'll go back to this. This is a very good stream. I will put timestamps to be fair for y'all. I probably won't edit this, you know. But this is something y'all guys got to look at, you know, because
what you did your stream on?
I'm streaming. It's called "Where Are the Black Male Business?" So I was just going through and looking at that black men are in business still. I mean, they're up there. You know what I'm saying? Besides the women that's slowly growing, but catching up in regards to the males, but they're only like 2 or 3% behind. You get me?
Yeah.
And it started to slowly pick up during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? And there are many factors in that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are engaged in, you know, OnlyFans and some other things that make money that people want. You get me? Which they don't put that factor. So, but the point of the stream is to show that, black men are owning some business, but we got to look at more deeper to it. You get me? Let's look at the data. You know what I'm saying? I remember certain people talked about it, but they never really quantified and got into the meat of the data or the article.
Right.
I have to. I got to. Because it's for clarity.
Right.
And we're not shitting on anybody, but we gotta be honest here. That if you're gonna present something, please present it properly. Don't give us half truths. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And that's what's happening.
Right.
That's what's happening, you know. So so that's it. I think I gone enough. Wait. I see Alonzo Hall. All right, Alonzo, I'm bringing up now. What's good, Alonzo?
So
all right, anything else in America? I got. I'm assuming in the stream.
All right, now you can let me go.
All right, catch the replay of this, bro. You might find it.
All right.
He said, "What up?" Alonzo said, "What up?" All right, cool. Yeah, he's busy. Yeah. I'm not sure how long you were listening to the stream, Alonzo. I mean, there you have it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're black men business owners, yes. And I see where the women are slowly catching up. I see it. But the more important of this stream and looking into these articles is we gotta be honest. Are people really looking to these articles? I'm just Google searching and feed them in that. I find different search engines, even to one I found that was talked about months ago that I left alone, didn't really did content until today. The point is this, that these other groups of people, as much as I want a minute, they're not doing just as good as they say they are in regards to percentage, all the stuff that black people keep talking about, say these other groups are doing better than us, but they're not really showing no proof of where is the information on this. You get me? Personally.
I can speak to that a little bit.
Yeah.
So number one of the things that skews a lot of those statistics that I see as a financial professional, dealing with the African American community is not everything is a business. Like you said, entertainment, right? Stuff like
Which
that.
I said
Sport.
before. Mm-hmm.
But not only that, what you have is a lot of people who create useless LLCs that end up shelf or shell companies.
Mm-hmm.
So what ends up happening is this, and this you can go to the IRS, you can go to irs.gov and verify that the IRS does not view a business as a business if it's not profitable for 3 out of 5 years. So
Mm-hmm.
in the Black community, what we get is a lot of people who start their LLC and then aren't profitable for 5 years. No longer is it looked at as a business. So they start another one so that they can
Okay.
try and get the tax loopholes. I know several quote unquote serial entrepreneurs who have LLC'd 7 times for the same, product and or service. It doesn't quite make sense to do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, people have to be careful about the structure of their business because an LLC only allows you to operate inside of the 50 states. Another thing that's skewed is with the women business, right? I used to work for a Russian mobster in Coney Island in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And what they did was, what you mentioned was one of the top financial services businesses that makes people self-employed money, which is the factor business, which is business-to-business cash advances. This was a Russian mobster who had financial crimes in his background. Therefore, he was barred from doing any business in financial services. So what he did was, due to affirmative action and white women being the main benefactor of affirmative action, because
Yes.
white women are considered minorities, his
A
white
double
wife,
minority.
right,
Mm-hmm.
his white wife was able to attain money to start a company. You know what she did? She shopped at Lord and Taylor every day and swiped the credit card while he ran the business, but everything was in her name. So we also have to look at that skewed statistic as well. That's something that's not often done in the African American community unless it's a quote unquote pookie flipping your tax return on a pack.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And one thing, as interesting mentioned with the women were up there in regards to representative of certain business, and that's another element to think about. That it could be a man, but they're using woman as a front to establish a business because of the minority status, which is actually factual, Alonzo. So that's another factor because everything has to be quantitative. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be quantitative moving forward, personally. That's why when I look at the information, the articles, and the little data, I have to put a lot of factors to say what I'm really looking at. Who, what, when, where, and why. What's the purpose? Because we can run our mouths about what we are supposed to be doing or we're doing better. But are we really looking deep into the crutches of the information? To really look at, say, like you said, you can create LLC, but you're not profitable for the first 3 to 5 years, and most businesses fail within under 5 years, maybe under 3 years. Correct?
80% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. In the first
So
2
that
years,
means,
to be honest.
yes. So that means you gotta pray that you're making a profit for the first year and be consistent for the next 4 years to really have something, right?
Well,
But
it's an amalgamation. So you could be a flatline failure the first 2 years, and then the next 3 years be profitable. That's acceptable. But if you are profitable year 1, then not profitable year 2, profitable year 3, and then 4 and 5, you're not profitable, because 3 of those 5 years you weren't profitable. It's just like a 7-game series in the NBA Finals. You don't win 4 of them 7 games, you out. So you could go game 6 and be 3-3, but you lose game 7, you lose. So you gotta have more wins than losses. So it doesn't matter what number of years. But out of the first 5 years, if you're not profitable, the IRS then looks at you as what's called a hobby. So now you can't do things like make certain tax write-offs, etc., because you're no longer considered a business in the eyes of the federal government.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm only
You know,
speaking facts, so I don't want to hear nobody trying to refute it. And I don't have links, but you can go to www.irs.gov.
well, I wish this was presented earlier. I would have Googled it now, but I already stretched time on the stream personally.
I got it.
So like I said, if anything else, well, no, I want to show people. I don't want to just put it as a description. I like to show people. Unfortunately, people, I can't do it now because, as you know, I'm presenting this information now. And really, be honest with you, people, y'all can look up IRS yourself. It's not hard because it is viewed to the public of what's going on personally. But like I said, maybe in another stream, I'll just do. I might do an upload on it. Who knows? We'll see. I know mostly I probably won't appreciate it, but I'll see about it. Because when we talk about business and money and things like this of nature, it's not really sexy, unfortunately. Personally, So,
Well,
but it's
it
it's,
can
it's
be
good to
things
know.
like crypto.
Yeah, if they could make money off crypto, but like I said, as you look at crypto now, it's dipping pretty bad. I mean, not saying people should throw the money in it, but yeah, I mean, you got to catch it while it's potentially about to rise to make a profit.
Crypto is going to go down further because people are pulling their money out because it went down. So now people are afraid. So you're going to have to find other people to pump and dump the
markets. Yeah,
to manipulate the markets. So Elon Musk is going to have to tweet again to have people confident in any kind of cryptocurrency.
Good luck to that. He did that with Dogecoin one time. Was it with that Dogecoin one time?
Yeah, with Shiba Inu.
Oh, Shiba, yeah. I would get confused. I don't know these coins. It's like cartoon coins on it. It look like some fucking weird NFT with pictures, but personally, Okay. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, Alonzo, anything else, bro?
No, man, I'm probably going to fire up a lot myself.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. Okay. Well, if I'm around, I'll join. You know what I'm saying? I like to sit back, see what's going on. But this was helpful. Thank you for your insight. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
And always, guys, subscribe to Alonzo All-Star. I'm saying he is your financial advisor for your insurance and stuff. If you want that $1 million in life insurance and stuff, help Alonzo. You get me? He'll set you up nicely. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'll put it to you like this. It's not, I do insurance, retirement, and investments. I've actually spoken to men in, these YouTube spaces financially. And to be honest, even the guys who are making $100K a year, they're not even ready to talk about investments. Okay. Laser Panda, who's an actual person, he even came up on Ramil's panel and was trying to tell him he put $500,000 away with me because he sold his house in Jersey. He came off with basically it was over 750 grand that he came home with. So he put 500 grand away with me. We tried to talk about it. People wanted to hush it up because they don't really want to talk about money. And the investment shit I can't even get to with most people because they ain't there. But thank you for this. I'm going to watch from the clouds. Salute.
Thank you, Alonzo. And for all y'all, like always, yes, this was a very unique stream. A lot of information has been shared. You know the drill, people. I'll put it in the description. And like always, if you're new to the Chaos Reign channel, welcome to Chaos Reign channel. Make sure you like this stream. You subscribe to Chaos Reign. And the mission of Chaos Reign. I'm here to raise your attention span because the average attention span for an average human being is under 5 seconds. That is no good. You cannot retain, absorb, or hold any information under 5 second threshold. So like always, I have to raise your attention span because God knows it goes beyond 5 seconds from sports, entertainment, comedy, etc. So yes, you can improve your attention span, people. Also, follow me on Twitter at ChaosReign7. And if you want to find me on Facebook or add me as a friend on Facebook, you know where to find me. Eric Reign on Facebook. And please join the chaos, the real chaos Discord service. Chop it up. Talk to me on Discord as well. Building up as it is. As you know, chaos is trying to shoot to that 1K mark. God damn it, we gonna get there, and we're gonna really get there. We're gonna push. And as I'm getting close to the subscriber of that, I might just do a unique prize. Oh, what's good, Gail and Knight? How you doing? If you can, sweetie, can you share this broadcast? If you can, please, Gail. Yes, I see you. Yes. Oh, and Gail, if you want to come up, I have a few minutes. Come up, if you can, please. Before I close, come on, Gail, come up. One other thing. As y'all know, it's going to get hot out here. And you know, when the summertime gets hot, it gets very much, what we call it, wild, very hectic, possibly violent. My suggestion, my advice, protect yourself at all costs, besides keeping yourself hydrated. Yeah. It's still a struggle, but try and get there, Gail. Try and get there. Okay, wonderful. All right, cool. Well, can you share this on your community tab if possible, Gail? Pretty please, sweetie. Ding. So like I said, you must protect yourself at all costs, people. I think as we go forward, and I probably will throw some uploads here. I'm still trying to experiment the little small how can you say it? The short little uploads. I'm having a little tricky time doing so. Because I'm not really a person that likes to do short stuff, as y'all could tell from my content so far throughout the few years, that most of my content is mostly lengthy live streams. As you know, the limit I try to cut it is to cut it up to an hour and a half, but we shall see. Gail decided to come up. Wonderful. What's good, Gail?
Hey, I just can't keep up. I got in from the gym. What's going on? What are we talking about?
Yeah, you sound like you're out of breath. I can hear, bro.
You know it.
What are you doing? Cardio or weightlifting?
Cardio right now.
Oh shit, getting the heart rate pumping. I'm saying, trying to get that weight loss, get that slim, that snatch waist. Gail,
Yeah.
you want to snatch some man's soul? So I said, I'm gonna snatch your soul. Hey, listen, guys, be careful. Gail's gonna snatch your soul. If she's standing up right now, it's oh my god, my heart just stopped. I said, yes, baby, I'm gonna snatch it too. Ah! yeah. I'm just joking. Yeah.
With the shorts, you know, you got to have your camera turned. Like, you can't have it turned. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, yeah, I find usually like an upload video. Like you take some images and like throw it and make it short. I don't know how it works.
It got to be like less than a minute. I think the best way is 58 seconds to make sure, because if it's longer than that, it'll go as a regular video, not a short.
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky because unless it has a clock, then it could probably work. But you know, I never did it short yet, so you know, I'm not sure what we'll do in this channel, but I'll think about it. But you know, like I said, I'm not really accustomed to short stuff. As you can tell, Gail, I do streams. If I do uploads, I will try to keep it under 10 minutes. I think the lowest I had, it was like under 5 minutes. Mine was like 5 minutes on what they call dark masculinity. That was the shortest one I done so far in a year or two. So like I said, you know, and really didn't get much eyeballs because like I said, I'm not accustomed to doing short stuff, but you know. Huh?
Do you use tags? Do you do like hashtags and tags?
I think it has tags. I'll double check. I know I had tags on it. Maybe not much though, because I don't have to throw any tag. I'll just throw what it is I'm talking about. Yeah. Briefly, it's a tag. I don't just throw like people's names and all stuff like people do. But remember, the rules of YouTube, tags is not gonna guarantee that it's gonna make your video more visible to see to others.
Yeah, I know. I just been trying everything.
Yeah,
you know,
they just put it on there to give us comfort that it's gonna do something, but it's not because the fine print tell you so. But I do it anyway, just for the fun of it. But when I read it, I said, you know, it's not worth it. But like I said, if depending how my mood and my spirit is, I'll throw a tag in it depending on what I'm supposed to talk about and leave it as is. Keep it simple. I don't want to just throw any tag. I don't want to throw your name, the lead attorney or anybody consecrated just to get attraction because it's irrelevant. So, like I said, I try to stay in my lane when I do my little thing, and so I don't want to put anybody unless somebody I had as guests or some I might just put an act. But other than that, I'm not gonna be just like throwing tags like everybody else do. I know one content creator, he was throwing like all random tags. Even one dude called I think Dodgy Black or something, and he died like months ago, but he still has him as a tag. I said, what the hell, Negro? Are you stupid?
Like,
Listen, I tell you, these people don't read game.
weird.
It's weird. And I thought, like I said, you're a clown for doing that. And I'm not gonna say the content creator, but if people know who I'm talking about, y'all will know when y'all look at the tags, y'all might get an understanding who I'm talking about. But personally, even I think one guy was using Kevin Samuels, these other guys, and I'm not sure how people still using a person that's gone now as a tag, but I guess they think it's going to be a catcher, but it's not.
It's going to put you down, now. In the beginning, they probably get a lot of traction because it was fresh, And now I don't have a problem with them using the tag. They're trying to keep his word moving, trying to keep, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to use it in that way. But you're trying to make them look bad, then that's not a good way.
Well, that's what they're doing because some of them are using it in bad faith. Personally,
yeah,
why they use the tag.
He's probably the most misquoted man on YouTube, like in the history of YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I know. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's good you came up, Gail. But like I said, any help from any person who's watching and share, I appreciate because that's how fans is gonna move forward. I could do it myself to the degree I could send it out, but at the end of the day, if any other content creators that either like what I do or not, or I participate, if they could give a hand, it will help a little bit. It's nothing guaranteed, but every little help matters at this point. Because I like I said, I can't depend on this algorithm, this website to do anything personally, because I'm not doing what is the norm on this website personally. And if I was, maybe I'll get a better traction, but that's not the purpose of Chaos Reign personally. If I talk about anything that's trending or anything that I'll talk about, keep it brief, keep pushing, but I'm not gonna sit away and just jump on it. I don't move like that. I have to move by my own content because when people check this channel, they know it's me. To say I put my content as is, and it's not something that I'm just a trendsetter or follower overall for every little thing.
Right.
And I tell people many times, there are days I'm going to be doing readings on articles, debunking, looking at stuff, and it's going to be this type of channel. Mostly. I might do a video here and there. Might be. But overall, I mix up it. It's a one-sided thing. If I kept consistent one-sided thing, it makes it too easy for y'all. I got to change up a little bit. I got to mix up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My audience roughly is, I guess, a little high, more women than men. And I tried to keep it 50-50. But like I said, you're not going to get 50-50 at anything nowadays. You're going to get some unbalanced. So if I'm going to get unbalanced, I'll try consciously to balance it back out. But overall, like I said, what you see is what you get on the Chaos Reign channel. Nothing less. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all catch my live stream, y'all come up, all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's no set time. Even sometimes I can't be on my word on the time I'm about to do broadcasts. I wish I could, but things happen. I go by people time. You know what I'm saying? So I pop up. It is what it is. Any last words, Gail?
You going to close? No, I don't have it. I just got in, so I don't know what the conversation was about. I'm taking a break.
Okay, catch replay. You'll like it. Trust me.
All right, I'll catch it. I'll go ahead and
If you want me come on your channel or any recap about it, you know where to find me, comment and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I advise catch replay. It's very good. It's very good. Some informative information. That's what I found.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you. That's Gail and Night, people. I wish I had a clapping thing, but I don't got that yet. So wonderful. I love it every minute, Gail. It's so sweet. And for all those, like always, make sure you subscribe and follow the links. Anchor. Wrong button. Anchor, Spotify. I also on podcast. And like I said, please join the Discord service. It's on the About section on my channel. And I think that's pretty much all the links, people. So like I always say, and you know what I say, you know where to find me. Let it chaos reign.